Alright guys and gals, don't feel portrayed by this. Please don't. I know you love the Lucas Upper Cylinder Lubricant, or at least you love watching my videos about it. But it's been a couple of years, and I've kind of traded it in. I mean, eventually I decided to get rid of a whole gallon of the stuff I had, like running it through my gas tank, because I drive a lot. But now all it's good for is this helps me know how much I'm putting in of TCW3 oil. Now recently, AutoZone really confused me. They decided that they weren't going to make it called TCW3 by AutoZone. They want to sell it by Pennzoil or whoever, and put these words real small. So it took me a while to find it. They also don't sell the non-synthetic anymore, so now I use a synthetic blend. I really don't know what that means to TCW3, but what I do know is that I get about the same gas mileage whether I use Lucas Upper Cylinder Lubricant or TCW3. What I don't seem to understand is, well, understand might be the wrong word, but I've used this bottle for years. Used Lucas for years, even more than that. And I know this stuff cleaned up my gas tank, and it helped my fuel pump stop failing. So I couldn't possibly tell you if TCW3 will clean out a rusty gas tank like Lucas did. But what I am sure of is a lot of people have said that, especially old Corvette owners, that you treat your fuel system with this regularly and the whole fuel system will stay happy. And dang it, Corvette owners are the most astute car owners you'll ever find on the forums. I mean, you feel like you're talking to a bunch of engineers. They're just brilliant. So I moved on to TCW3. I don't know how much synthetic blend helps. It doesn't seem to make any difference on my gas mileage. The big thing is, if you're using this or that, you'll get your gas mileage results. And I believe this will still help, keep things clean. I mean, gasoline's a solvent, and putting a little oil in there to help maintain all the metals, it just makes sense. There's a lot of metal between your gas tank and where this stuff goes. Time to celebrate. You're here past 2 minutes, and then I have 1,000 subs. If you haven't joined, join in on the fun. Push that red button, hit the bell.
1.
Can you say 2?
2, 3.
4.
5.
You're not pregnant, doesn't count. Rev up your engines. You're a champion to help you. Huzzah! Take a dive! What does Pennzoil Marine say about it? It's got extra performance. Helps keep spark plugs clean. That's good. By the way, my spark plugs look the same with or without this stuff, and the same with or without this stuff. So it definitely doesn't cause. So whether we're talking about the new synthetic or the old non-synthetic, it's awesome either way. What else do they say? They say it's good for motorcycles, marine use, 2-cycle. This is technically a 2-cycle oil, but it's just, oh, it's awesome. And look at this. It was made on my half birthday. Oh, that's rad. Yes, just celebrated my half birthday the other day. Not that I really celebrated, I was just kind of aware of it. Lucas Upper Cylinder Lubricant gives me the same results as TCW3 as far as gas mileage goes. Now, a recent viewer asked me, have I tried stopping using? And I've been asked that over the year as well, that video has been up. So painfully, truthfully, for the science and the cause, at the time I was doing very short trips in my truck. I was getting about 15 miles per gallon, which is much worse than I show it here, but that was more freeway, like 70% freeway, 30% city. But when I was all city and all very short trips, I was lucky to even get 14 miles per gallon. When I took away using the Lucas Upper Cylinder Lubricant, I went down to 11 miles per gallon, which confirms that the stuff works awful. And, I babied the car, did my best, never got emotionally tumultuous while I was driving. That's important. If you're a mess, your gas mileage is going to be a mess. They go hand in hand. Emotion and your ability to get gas mileage out of the machine is the same. So I was perfectly chill. I just didn't put the lubricant in, and my gas mileage tanked. Now, as far as gas mileage goes, the additive to the oil, not the gasoline, the Lucas Pure Synthetic Oil Stabilizer, I've not found any difference between using it and not using it as far as gas mileage goes. All I know is that the engine is quieter in the morning. I tried recording that. Didn't pick up in the mic. At least when I watched it and listened to it, I couldn't hear the difference. So I'm not going to say that's anything to do with gas mileage, though long term, preventing some damage when your engine first starts up, whether it be cold weather or just because it's been overnight or been a few days since you turn on your truck, or a week in my case, because my the weather's been great. It's been riding the motorcycle a lot more to and from work. The truck is going to have a little bit more oil on its parts when it starts up, thanks to the Lucas. And also thanks to the fact that I use so very little in the oil. If you were to use it at Lucas recommended strength, it would increase the viscosity of the oil quite a bit. And that might be necessary for an engine that's all worn out. You're just hoping to keep going for a while longer. But I would not do that on a modern, happy engine. It is the weight of SAE 40. Okay, that is an incredibly heavy weight of oil. But used in small quantities, as confirmed from Blackstone Labs, my 5-weight 30 oil was still 5-weight 30 oil when I changed it, because I only add about an ounce per quart, not the 20% that they recommend.
I was struggling getting above 16 miles per gallon, and after I added it, I did get 16 miles per gallon one more time, but the rest of the times I got 17 and 18 miles per gallon. One time I thought I got 19, but the very next time I got 16, so maybe my gas tank wasn't quite full, because cars can be inconsistent. But yeah, I think this is an efficiency modification if you add a little bit of this. So to some of the people underneath the video though, since I have used this a few times, I've learned that you have to run oil flushes. If you change your oil really regularly, it's great and all, but this actually keeps your stuff a little dirtier. So at least for me in my truck, I'm gonna start running oil flushes, because my oil stayed dirtier after I use this. Most of the year I don't need it, but occasionally I'm like, man, the conditions aren't quite right. I add a little bit and it helps hot or cold. So I think it's a win. It's good stuff. I only buy a bottle once every few years because it just keeps going for me. Well, partly because I just use so very little. All right, my son, he wanted to see. So just talking a little bit more about this product. Buy it?
Yeah.
Well, if they want to, sure, but it's not like I represent Lucas. They can do what they want. This is just for their information and maybe their entertainment. But yeah, we just went out and bought some oil from the neighbor. She was a quart low. I just wanted to get out of the house, so, you know. So yeah, the way I use it, it's definitely not a thickener. I've ran it through the oil mass. This stuff by itself is actually 40 weight, but if you use very little, it's not. And even if what I say is boring, you got this entertaining boy trying to look like he's haunted back there. So yeah, I love that boy.
Be sure to get out there and work on something. But if you're not quite ready to go out there, you need to relax, you need to enjoy. This is my most related video about Lucas Pure Synthetic Oil Stabilizer. And YouTube recommends that you watch this one. You've probably found YouTube usually knows you pretty well, so that could be a good pick. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe by clicking on my eye. Ow! Thank you. Yeah, I just got a little something in my eye. You know, they clicked real hard. It's a good problem to have. It's all right. I'll be okay.